Hello everyone, this is John, and we've found an opponent for our match. Number 1 in this 5th league. Okay, so if you have missed the deck tech, it's a pretty much the same list as last league, except we're bringing 2 Thoughtseize main, and we've traded for 1 Pact of Negation and 1 Fraction in Life. They're still there, they're still in 75, but they're in the sideboard. So I believe that it can be a nice little twist to the deck, just swapping a little bit between main and sideboard, and we should be able to be a little bit more interactive now with that deck, a little bit more. Okay, so what do we have? We have good mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 piece of combo. We don't have any scry effect, any draw effect. We have a piece of protection, which I feel happy to have. We'll keep. We'll just on top deck mode straight away, but we're gonna ramp very nicely to turn 1 nothing, turn 2 prism, turn 3 fraction in life, and turn 4 we're gonna have 4 draw by the time we open our turn 4, and we should be able to either have some cantrip or hopefully Ad Nauseam and a Copperline Gorge. It's looking very good. Knowing that we have a fraction in life, we're looking probably for burn / zoo. So fraction in life is definitely a very good turn. Oh, and it's not going to be it at all. Turn 3. So it's going to be Dredge. So that's the first time in. So we've played 20 match, exactly 20 match since the beginning of the channel. First time we played Dredge. We are supposed to have a good matchup against Dredge, and of course, just to prove us wrong, having Thoughtseize main against Dredge is pretty awful. But let's see how we go. Pact of Negation is pretty awful against Dredge, and we've replaced 1 Pact of Negation with the Thoughtseize, and we also replaced 1 Fraction Life with Thoughtseizes. So this, so technically, we're not losing anything here. Because I'm pretty sure that the 1 Fraction Life is going to be enough. We want to draw a second one, because they won't have anything to remove it main board. I don't think so. I know they have some flashback cards that can destroy enchantment, and Ray of Light, if I'm correct. Yes, they also have a green one. But let's see how it goes. So in here he's getting a Bloodghast, so it's good for he's getting a Dredge card, so it's not too bad from Dredge. Could have been better, but we won't complain. So in here it's gonna be very straightforward. I'm gonna put our Darkslick Shore, since all the rest, and that's the good part with the City of Brass. It's now we're gonna have some nice untapped land all the way through. But this thing would have been fast land anyway, so it would have been fine. Just try to understand the effect of our City of Brass. And we have nothing to do, just Darkslick Shore. I would say we're still looking okay. We're still 1 card, 1 top deck to a straight win, I would assume, against Dredge. So he is gonna get a Bloodghast. That's gonna enter now, turn 2, but won't be able to attack. So in terms of his clock, it's not looking very fast. And now that's looking very good, because Necromoeba is gonna enter, Prismed Amalgam is gonna enter at the end of the turn as well. So his turn 3 is gonna be painful. And assuming Bloodghast might come in, because he he get life from the loam. He might not have a land, who knows. So yes, Praised Amalgam. So here it is. Bloodghast. So Dredge is doing his thing, and we are just going to do our turn 2 prism and pass the turn. Whatever we draw, anyway. Whatever we draw, that's gonna be. Even if we draw a cantrip, we will do this. So life from the loam. He wants to get back Wooded Foothill. Okay. Okay. So nothing's gonna happen here. everything has summoning sickness. And then if we look at his turn 3, it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. And another Prismagram. Oh, is this still the same? I don't know how it works on. Yeah, he has 2 Prismagram trigger, so it's gonna be fairly good next turn. No, only 1 enters, so I'm not sure I understand how this thing works. First time I play against Dredge on MTGO. I've played Dredge a few times on paper. And Serum Vision, that's fine, because we are going to do Prism, then we're going to do Phyrexian Life, and in our turn 4 we're gonna start going through the vision if we don't get Ad Nauseam, because we are still good to go for a turn 4 kill. We need Ad Nauseam. If we have Spoil, we are still good to go because we have 2 City of Brass, which means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we can do Spoil during our main phase, even if we top deck Spoil. So we're gonna have 2 more cards to go, and if not, we're gonna have to go through to try to dig with Serum Vision. And our opponent has disconnected, so we could see he struggled a little bit. It took quite a bit of time for him to do his thing. So I'm just gonna pause and come back when our opponent is coming back. And here our opponent is back. He just said sorry, no problem, mate. That happens. And we just play our Prism, and we're gonna do F6. So I was just thinking about it. We actually, if we can see our turn 5. If our opponent doesn't cannot kill us by during his turn 5, because he's the one that's on the play, we should be pretty good, because we can do Serum Vision turn 4, which is gonna look at the top 3 cards of our library, and you should be able to grab a Spoil or Ad Nauseam by them. But we need to see our turn 5. So he has 30 damage to deal, and it's already his turn 3. So that's and there's a threshold. Let's not forget the threshold. So it pretty much need to do 20 damage in 2 turns. And Faceless Looting. So what's gonna happen in Faceless Looting is, if he can, he's gonna dredge. Ooh, he's gonna dredge 6, and then 3. At the worst case scenario is gonna, because he can just dredge another Golgari Ritual. So he's gonna probably dredge 12, 11, the worst case scenario. It's gonna be a very good turn. Hopefully he doesn't get the Necro Moiba, and it doesn't seem that, so he won't be able to get back his Primed Amalgam. And I think that might be enough for us to leave until our turn 5. We're still not sure to win if we really can't get this Ad Nauseam. That's just what it is, but it's looking good now. So still not. I am happy to go with the Gemstone Mine here. We don't want to give him the chance to kill us, to deal more than 14. So Gemstone Mine, and we all know what's gonna happen. Phyrexian Life is gonna resolve, most likely. All right. So yes, some well, we couldn't have done Pact of Negation, but something that could be counted, definitely could be counted, is the Faceless Looting. That's something that's a good target as a counter, because if we can prevent him to draw 2 cards, which means dredge 1 million, that's that can make a difference. Okay, so now we don't really care, because we know we are going to die turn 6. We're not going to die now, because he's not going to be able to do 14 damage. We're just going to die turn 6. So turn 4 is going to put us as whatever low number. Turn 5 is going to put us at negative but 0 infect. And turn 6 is going to kill us. I think that's what's gonna happen, because this thing is gonna enter. It should be enough to do what I've said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's see. Did it do something? The number of cards. Okay. I didn't see what happened. Is it live from the loan? Oh, conflagrate. Okay, I completely forgot about conflagrate. So that's great. So what we could do here, could we just pact of negation this thing? Because if he does conflagrate, which means that we are not going to see our turn. We're not going to see our turn 5. We're not going to see it, because we're going to see our turn 4, but we're not going to see our turn 5. If I pact, I can pay with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't need Simian Spirit Guide. We're going to have a City of Brass that's coming. I'm tempted, but what I would like to do is I still want to do the Serum Vision. So I say I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, do a City of Brass and do Serum Vision with City of Brass, and we'll still be ready to go. Yes, because I want to see my turn 5, and I want to be able to do Serum Vision. So let's do that. Turn off auto yield. We want to force him to. We essentially win a turn here. Just gonna remove the Simian Spirit Guide that we don't need here. And okay, you can attack and deal. So does he has a? I didn't check whether he has another conflagrate. That might be something I could have. He has discarded all his cards now, so it's gonna be much more difficult. All right, he doesn't. Alright, so we're 8. He's gonna do much more than 8 next turn. I didn't check whether... oh, he was dealing 7 damage. Am I correct? He was X equals 7. So let's read. X... So he was dealing actually 7 damage. I didn't bother checking, but I should have. Because X damage as you choose. So no, we should have counted. It doesn't. I don't think it matters anyway. We should still be able to do our thing. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Always yield. Maybe I shouldn't say always. Stop auto yielding. Yes, I don't have choice. And we have Angel Grace. So Angel Grace is not bad. City of Brass. So what do we want to do? We could simply just Angel Grace next turn and gain one more turn. Or we could Serum Vision. Or we could do both. We could actually do both. Because we don't need that Pentat Prism anymore. We're gonna have 5 mana with the City of Brass. So I am happy to go that way and do Serum Vision. Spell of the Vault. The problem is Spell of the Vault. So we have a tempo. That's good to know. The problem with Spell of the Vault is we're not gonna make it with Spell of the Vault. Yes. It's just that we. What I mean is, yeah, we just need to give up on the Angel Grace, and we're just gonna Spell of the Vault at the end of his turn, and go for it. Let's. No, I've confused between Sleight of Hand and Serum Vision because I see a Sleight of Hand, but that's a Serum Vision, so that's on top. But on top is not gonna help us. Top is gonna help us. My mistake was to use this Pentat Prism. Okay, we're just gonna put this on top and see how it goes. We're just gonna put this on top and this at the bottom. I should have probably put it on top as well. My bad. And we're just gonna Angel Grace. I'm just gonna Angel Grace, yes. Okay. Okay, I might have played suboptimally here. I'm happy to admit it, but I still will still be fine by doing an Angel Grace and get to 1. If it doesn't have another conflagrate, and he might want to do it. No, that's it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he has a conflagrate. So turn off auto yield, and we're just gonna, because conflagrate is sorcery, so it doesn't matter. He cannot do it during our turn, so he's gonna effectively lose quite a bit of turn. Okay, and we'll be at 5 mana. And we're still, in terms of turn, we're still good. We're still good. We can still go ahead with our spoil. We're on 1 life. There is nothing he can do during his turn. Okay, so we are going to draw Faceless Looting. I don't think it matters whatever he does here. Even Conflagrate doesn't do anything. Yes, he can Conflagrate during his main phase before attacking, and we just die. That's pretty, and that's what's gonna happen. Okay, that's what's gonna happen here. So he does, because he simply need 1. He has 11 cards left in his library, which is not much. But yes, he just need 1 card in his hand and double. Is it double red? Double red, yeah. Okay, so we draw Spoil of the Vault. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a shame, because what can we do here to survive? Because we know there is. We could spoil for Angel Grace. We could spoil for Angel Grace, and hopefully we top deck another Ad Nauseam on top of it. I think that's our only chance, and we can do a temple in the meantime. Who knows, we might have Angel Grace on top. Serum Vision. No, because we're gonna spoil for Angel Grace. I think that's the only right play here. We're just gonna see if our opponent think about what we just mentioned, which I'm pretty sure he will, because he thought about it a bit earlier. So here like I said, that's why Dredge is a good matchup, because he has pretty much no interaction, and we can manage to put him back to a turn 6. And usually that's enough for us to go in here. I wonder what if I could have done it without removing the Pentaprism. And technically, if I don't counter Faceless Looting, if I just take the time to, he would have probably been game. So yes, he's doing it. He's doing it. And so if we let it go that way, we just die. So we're just gonna go for it. Because we can't die from it. And we're gonna do Angel Grace. Fortunately, we have only 3 left in the deck. Angel's Grace. Okay. And we are at minus 17. Well, anyway, no. Anyway, yes. Anyway, it had to be it had to be on top of the deck. It had to be on top of the deck, because if it's not, then no, he is attacking, is winning. So yeah, that was I guess that was the best line of play here, but it was almost impossible to survive. Okay, so Dredge, nothing much. Echoing Truth is great because they don't like having stuff in their hand. So if we can bounce all this Prism, if they manage to do a very early... if they manage to do a very early kind of combo start. And Slow the Pact is not going to do much. Let's face it. Most of the thing black. We can bring our 4th Phyrexian alive this time. And Mana Leak is not going to do... This thing is not going to do much. Nothing is doing much. Okay, so now what I usually do on paper, I actually bring the full in. I know they bring... They will bring this card. They have probably Collective Brutality. And we want to be prepared for that. We want to be prepared. And we have a few things to remove. That's the problem. So we're going to remove our Thoughtseize. They were well hidden. So only 2 left. We can lose a bit of speed. We're already at 20 land. Echoing Truth, I still want to keep it. So I have 2 cards to remove. We can remove a Prism maybe, because now they're going to bring some Destroy artifact. We could remove one Spoil the Vote. They can gain a lot of life, so we're going to still keep the Lab Maniac. They have something that can gain life to the equal to the number of creatures they have in their graveyard. That can be a lot. And we have one more. We can do 1/1. I would say we're gonna keep the Bloom because we want the speed. We can remove 1 spell of the Vault. That's usually... We want the 4th Phyrexian on life. Very important here. Okay, so why I bring the full line, even if I know my opponent it's not gonna bring that many discard, because it's a very fast deck. Sometimes just 1 Thoughtseize can be game for him because we won't have enough time to recover. Here there is a very good hand that we're gonna have to keep it. We're gonna have to keep it, even though we know what's gonna happen if we get discarded. If we get discarded, then this hand is still not bad. Let's say if we have that as a start, as a 6-card start, we have the mana. We just have only 1 land, but we have directly a Scry, so that's good to go. And they might just not draw their discard. And this is potentially a turn 4 kill. However, the mono land is worrying me. We're just gonna have a Scry, which is a good thing. However, we really want to land. So we have the next 2 cards has to be land, and it is. So no white, but that's not gonna be a problem at all. So now that's the second land. That's all that we needed. F6, and because we can use 1, it's okay to use 1 Prism for Phyrexian and life. Okay, so if it enters tapped, I will feel a bit more confident that our opponent doesn't have a discard. Okay, so we're looking good. We haven't seen any Dredge shenanigan turn 1. We do Prism and straightforward. Go ahead. Next turn we do our Phyrexian and life, and then we can actually combo turn 4 if our opponent is not interacting at all. Two mana with a black. Is it a collective? Oh, there's green. Oh, green might be just the second one is struggling. It can be... What can it be for 2 mana? Cathartic Reunion. No problem with that. No problem with that. Yes, the problem might just be that it can actually discard something that destroy enchantment. Artifact is fine. We can combo. Even if you destroy Pentat Prism. Necro Iba. Ooh, yeah, I didn't pay attention. Okay, so he didn't pay attention to stuff live from the loam. Nothing that interact with us. He cannot kill us. I don't think he can kill us during his turn 3. No way, no way, no way. Because our turn 4 is gonna be after his turn 3, and I can't see that coming. That's just not enough. Okay, so the plan is to go Fractional Life and win next turn. We have nothing to do. We cannot do. We could do Echoing Truth. We'll see if that's smart to do it. It could be smart to do Echoing Truth if we want to Echoing Truth as Fractional Life. We'll see if we're down to that. Live from the Loam. I'm very happy to see Live from the Loam. If he wants to return his podcast, it's fine. We are 10 plus, so it doesn't have haste. It's not gonna kill us. Okay, so he still has 1 mana. Nature's Claim could be good. I guess he would have done it already. Okay, so that's a pretty good start. That's a turn 4 kill, I guess, for pretty much for Dredge. But we also have our turn 4 kill. So that mana is very dangerous. It's very dangerous because it could simply be a Nature's Claim here that is holding a second Ad Nauseam. Okay. I am tempted to simply. What do we want to do? Because he's not gonna kill us next turn because of Fractional Life. If he wants to do Nature's Claim, then if he wants to do Nature's Claim before he's attacking us, then we can combo in response. Yep. I'm tempted to do. Yes, I will just simply do the Prism because even though he do something here, we have 5 mana to respond and combo, which is important. So we are doing our Prism, so we have mana, and we're just gonna pass the turn. We'll still have the ability to go at instant speed, so we're just gonna take this as an advantage. And he has 7 cards in there, but he's probably have quite a lot of crap because of all these Dredge. So is there anything we want to bounce? We could do no, because all this mana we want to keep it. I guess it doesn't matter because we because if we bounce Amagram, we're 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we can still combo. That's a line of play here. Could simply bounce the Amagram, but I guess I want to combo. I just want to combo, and I just want him to commit and try to destroy our Fractional Life, so we can go ahead. And if we draw another untapped land, we actually have 10 mana. So we can go through double Ancient Grudge, and that's the flashback one. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's destroying Lotus Bloom. That's interesting. So no, it's on the stack, so he cannot flashback it. It's not in a graveyard. It's not in a graveyard. So we are just going to combo, and we just simply combo here. And we're gonna go with 1 Seaman Spirit Guide. So we're gonna go with 1 counter. Maybe we can do 1/1, so if they want to remove, we still have 1. Guess it's a smart idea. And exile, and go ahead, Nauseam. And he has Nature's Claim. He has Nature's Claim. And what we could do here is we could just simply die. So he had both. So I guess did we do something wrong? Because if he had the Nature's Claim already the turn before, there's nothing we could do. Because he would have removed it, and we don't have Pact of Negation in the deck anymore. We could Echoing Truth, but there's nothing that we want to Echoing Truth. And if this Phyrexian Life leaves the battlefield, we just die straight away. So I guess maybe the mistake is we should have Echoing Truth the Priest Amagram, so that we can live even if he bounced the Phyrexian Life. Because if he bounced Phyrexian Life, we are not bad. And yes, of course he target Lotus Bloom with Ancient Grudge, because Ancient Grudge doesn't target enchantment, of course. So alright, just trying to, because I'm gonna concede anyway here. There's pretty much, so I don't think there were anything else we could do. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should have probably won game 1 if I counted correctly the Conflagrate for 7. So we have regrets here. But yes, but it was a fairly good start from Dredge, and a turn 4 kill with that's pretty much a turn 4 kill with double of these backup. If it was an Angel Grace, it would have been completely different, but it wasn't. Alright, so I'm just gonna concede, and we're just gonna go to game 2. Unfortunately, we lose 2-0 against Dredge, which is the kind of deck that we are supposed to be good against, and that's actually the kind of deck that we want to play. Hopefully we have a bit more yes, a little bit more luck. Sorry about that, mate. I forget that there's someone else in front of the computer. So that's all for me. Sorry if I kept you waiting, and let's see each other for game 2. Thank you for watching. Hopefully my few misplay were not too painful to watch. I promise I'll do my best to be a little bit more neat on the next games. Thank you very much. See you.